What is going on, everybody? It is DashCat here, back with another video on my YouTube channel. Now, I know it's probably been a very long time since you guys have heard this, but today I'm back and I'm making a great video for you guys. So, as you guys probably have seen, we're going through something with the PGN devs, Pixel Gun Nexus, big project, supposed to be the ultimate old PG project, gonna have all these great weapons, maps, modes, everything like that. It kind of went to shit, and that's because of very poor development team and very poor communication on their end. So, let's go ahead and get into this. So, basically what ended up happening was they are no longer allowed in the old PG community to release their downloads because they are very suspicious people. So, you might be asking, what do you mean by suspicious? And by suspicious, I mean they lied about certain people who I specifically said do not have on this project, such as Unnamed, who had basically gotten all of Dylan K001's former owner of the old PG community, all of his personal information, sent a picture outside of his school, basically stalked this guy, threatened to rape him, all of this very weird shit, which screenshots will be shown for everything. Second of all, they have this server named App Center where they talk about having and putting in malicious software in order to intended to hurt people and hurt their devices, such as device kill switches and token loggers, all obviously said by Unnamed, who has direct involvement with this project. I specifically asked them, do not put them on this project, and then we saw their commit history, which Prospero is in the commit history, meaning he's in the project. Prospero is Unnamed's GitHub. So anyways, we get a build of this game. It was a great build. Worked well, everything was good. And then we got the second build, which is their Patreon build, which requires a token in order to log in, which basically is locked to your hardware ID. Let me have somebody explain to you what went down. So I did it and it worked fine for me, but as soon as one of my head admins over at Old PG did it, there were some issues. As soon as he logged in with the token, his CPU and RAM went all the way up to the max and his applications ended up tweaking out. Short story, he ended up having to reinstall Linux. Duality, go ahead and explain exactly what that was like.
Hey guys, I am Duality. As you may know, I am the head admin and one of the developers of PGG. I went and installed this PGN download, and I proceeded to try to put my token thing and everything, and I saw my Discord crash. I was like, what happened? So I go in and I check my system monitor, which is your task manager, but for Linux, and I see my CPU and RAM utilization was way too high. So I proceed to go and restart my computer, being very stressed out that something might have been wrong or something. But then I recheck it and it was still high. So I stressfully had to transfer all of my files to a hard drive and then proceed to completely wipe my main boot drive, which is my M.2 drive, via the BIOS. And then I had to reinstall Linux. And then later, when we were in a VC with DashCat, I saw Nexusel and Zwerons join, and what happened was they were constantly saying, oh, we had a memory leakage, man, we had a memory leakage, and they were completely failing to talk about the CPU usage and other things that were happening, like the Discord shutting down, and this caused me to completely distrust them.
So guys, after all of this happened and went down, we tell them about this, and they say, oh, we had a memory leak, which obviously the memory leak is going to affect the RAM, the memory of the computer, and not the CPU, or shouldn't affect any other applications and such. So anyways, we report this to them. They say memory leak, blah, blah, blah. 6 hours later, conveniently, they all start having the same issue while having the build for 6 days prior. 6 days they had the build. No issues. Nothing reported. It was ready for the Patreon use. 6 fucking days, no issues. Duality had this build for maybe 5 minutes and immediately got the issue. 5 minutes. So what does that say? That says this is either the craziest fucking coincidence in all of human history, or they are lying through their fucking teeth. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going with the second option here. So, that has led us to completely distrust them. I would never trust these people with any of their downloads or game, seeing as though they're so paranoid about keeping everything so private. The only way we would ever be able to trust them as a community again is if they made it open source. They have obfuscated the game and coded it in IL2CPP for no other reason other than to hide what they're really doing. So, we have made our own server, we have a brand new development team, and everything is going to go smoothly from here on out. All of our downloads are inspected through cybersecurity guy that we do have, and it's been like that all the way since January. We prioritize safety over everything, and we're certainly not going to have some people who are clearly untrustworthy and very suspicious of what they're doing release downloads to potentially 8,000 people. That's all I have to say. One more thing. This is all based on speculation, as you guys can see. We do have screenshots of everything that shows us why we believe that this is true. And the only thing that we can really go off of is what we do know, and that's why I'm making this video, just so that you guys are aware too. By no way am I claiming anything to be 100% true and factual. I'm just giving our side of the story so that you guys are aware. I would never trust these people with their downloads again. We have our own server, which will have safe downloads and content for everybody to enjoy. This is DashCat signing out. Peace out, everybody.